Well, hello, my friends. I'm here. I'm back home. And most importantly, I'm back from a 2-week excursion from everything. I'm doing this a second time because the first time that I did it was during the day and there was a lack of light upon my personage. But now that now that I'm doing this a second time, um, well, I'd rather do this a second time. But actually, I've been home since Saturday. The only issue was I didn't have no internet. And it's not because of what's been going on, it's just because renovations have been happening. And for the most part, they did not consider the fact that internet is a thing for me because it is where I do most of my work. And most times, whether I'm either paying bills or doing research or even recording, I have to have internet. So that's one thing. Let's see. After 2 weeks being in Connecticut, it really does change your perspective. And the one thing I mentioned in the following videos you're going to see. Now, maybe not now, but purposely later, in a few hours from now, because the original video was made yesterday, but like I said, I decided not to post that one because lack of light here. So, we did quite a bit of walking for the last 2 days, or rather not for the last 2 weeks. I went walking, and we didn't do every day, but we did every other day. And well, like I said, we did a few things. Like I was checking out what stores they have, and the hot spots in New Haven. And where I was, it felt very country to me. And to me, country kind of fits my hybrid because, I'm half country, half city. Grown up country, grown up city, so half and half. Aside from that, it really did do some good for me because I managed to mourn and grieve during that time, and I had some comfort. Comfort that I really didn't need the entire time. And even I had to zone out just once. I did zone out, so. That said, it was a lot that was going through my head. And I just decided, you know what? I have always placed myself second in my life because of everybody else. Because what I was doing for the last couple of years wasn't for myself, but it was for my parents' satisfaction. And everything kind of went downhill after Mom passed. I mean, first it was Dad, then it was my mom. And along the way, the rest of my relatives, from my grandmother and all the way down to almost my last aunt, everything just going downhill since. It's just been a snowball effect. But aside from all that, I really hope you guys can see me because I'm using my little spotlight here. Not, I can just adjust it like so. Aside from that, I did manage to go by local GameStop that they had in the Connecticut Post Mall, and I did pick up a few games during my vacation. And I've only picked up 3, only because of one reason. They were not only cheap, but some was pretty much inspired by other games that I have in my collection. For one, I picked up the following: Tokiden Kiwami, otherwise known as the definitive edition of Tokiden, the Age of Demons. Pretty much, if anything says Kiwami on it, that means it's the full version. It's the definitive edition. So, it's like that with the Yakuza games. Well, 1 and 2. Zero's not a Kiwami game. This is, though. I've considered getting 2, but I said, you know what? I'll wait till everything really quiets down after the factor matter of what's going on here. So we got Tokiden Kiwami. Hey, if I gotta play something dark, I'd rather be the one fighting the darkness. Damn it. Next game would be J-Star's Victory Versus Plus, which has 50 characters from 32 series. So what you're seeing in front, you got Dragon Ball, Hokuto no Ken, Rurouni Kenshin, Naruto, Kochikame, One Piece, Kakite, Hitman Reborn, Hunter x Hunter, Saint Seiya, and a few others, just to name a few, which I will show off during the following months. The following months, which is Kamikame. Yes, you're getting, not we, you are getting. Yes, you are getting 3. Let's see, May, June, July, August. Yes, you're getting 3 months of Kamikame. Because another thing I have to point out is that I'm not going to AX because of what I've learned over the course of 2 weeks, that the convention center is undergoing construction, and it's during the same time that AX is around. So guess what? I'm not going to do. I'm not going to waste money going to AX this year just because I went on a vacation. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel awesome. And I can really say that. I do feel a lot better. I feel a lot more mature after this whole excursion, and it just made me realize I need to take a break more often. Because if I don't, I'm going to drive myself insane just because of stupidity. And nobody likes that. And of course, I deserve to take a break every so often. So, that's another thing. What I was doing earlier was I was checking what I was doing on my PS4, and that was I had a system update. The system update just finished when I got back from taking care of some business, and I did get my update, and I did check earlier, so that was another thing I had to do. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, another game. Last of my games that I pretty much bought myself while I was at GameStop is Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. And I felt inspired to get this right after watching Avengers Infinity War. So yeah, this is the game right here. In which, like I said, I felt inspired by the movie I watched. It's one of the very few comic movies I spent time watching. I watched a few which I'm going to make reviews of in a couple of days from now. Now, the following that I've actually watched were Justice League, um, Black Panther, um, Thor Ragnarok, and, of course, Infinity War, otherwise known as War of Gems, Part 1. Um, for most of the time I've been there, it's just been like a lot that was going on, and a lot that was just going over my head. Like I was playing ping pong, and I was like, huh. And I just made the realization that I've said this once, in when I was making my previous video. You're never gonna see it, by the way. I scrapped it. I made the realization that I'm not that big. I made this realization while I was there while being on vacation. And like I said, I do have like two videos that I'm going to post later down the line. And one is me when I was at Connecticut, and the other is when I left Connecticut and I was in Philadelphia. And I'm sharing my thoughts on both sides about before and during and after. And now that I'm here, I'm just sharing what I was really been going through. Excuse me. So like I said, I felt that in order for me to really understand the fact that the Tenkaichi is not just a person, it's a way of life. I am indeed the namesake in which I follow, and I must live up to said namesake of the Tenkaichi. And like I said, to me personally, it means I have to grow stronger. I have to become the best I can personally become for myself. Because I've already made it clear that I give my best no matter what happens. But I need to do better than my best. I have to give my personal best, not just the best, my personal best. Because you guys, whether you're watching this on social media or you're watching this on YouTube, you guys know me all too well to know that, hey, I like doing what I enjoy doing. And even you enjoy what I do because it is coming from me. And the best is all I have to give, as an old song says. So I honestly have to redouble my efforts in doing so. So that means I'm going to actually put my energies into becoming a better author by actually taking the next step further, which is doing book signings, showing my face a little bit more in the public eye, and for the most part, just saying, hey, I'm me, this is who I am, this is my book, and I hope you enjoy it. The funny thing is, while I was on my trip back, I actually talked to someone, and I actually said, total stranger, didn't know her, I said that I'm an online entertainer. First time I ever said that to a complete stranger on the plane to Philadelphia. And I said, a lot has been going on. I was greeted with a belated a birthday greeting, and for the most part, hearing the words "I believe in you" meant a whole lot. Because, if you don't have belief in yourself, then how are people supposed to believe in you? And just hearing that, just hearing those words, I believe in you, that really does say a lot. And for what it's worth, I can grow stronger just by those words alone. So, really, it has really just made me, think, that I need to do better. And not just here, but, in life I had to do better. In which I'm doing the best I can. But I know I can do a little bit better. So, another thing I have to point out is that I do have some backlog videos from 2 weeks ago, and even now after 2 days. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming from the backlog, as well as those videos I showed. Plus I got some pictures to show on my show toward my Facebook, and probably something I might make a video off of in the not so far future. But aside from that, yes, starting tomorrow, we're gonna kick things off on Kamikame. Or I might start off in June, and just get some videos ready for June to August. If I do go somewhere, it'll probably be like a small con. Nothing too big like Anime Expo, but probably, I don't know, just go somewhere a bit smaller. I think Anime Expo is getting a bit too toxic for my taste, and I gotta stay away from that. Because all the stuff I've seen, and it's just gotten to that point where it's like, okay, if it becomes more like this, I'm gonna stop going. It's just like that. But aside from that, there's another thing I have bought, and it's over there on the other side of my bed, and it's a manga. And I will share that with you sometime, maybe this week or next week, depending on how things are going. And like I said, a lot of things are going to change up, and pretty much I'd like to share it with most of you, or all of you, or whoever wants to listen. But the point is, yes, I am back. I am stronger than ever. Even though the rush has sort of left me, I already know that I am feeling stronger and better for the whole excursion. And it just reminds me, hey, I need to take a break every once in a while and enjoy life for what it is. Because I deserve it. I feel after everything that has been going on, I deserve every little break I can get. Every little thing that I'm supposed to have, which is the good life. And if it could be made by my two hands, along with the hands of other people on my shoulders, then it's possible. It's very much possible to do what I need to do. And make a better life for myself than right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop right here. Oh, wait. I got a few titles in which I'm going to bust out. Mainly for this month and possibly farther from here. I've already finished Arc the Lad. I have a few games I still need to finish, so I may just end up do some master recording a bit longer, but not too much longer. But I think after a couple of days pass and all the madness has just died down and whatnot, I can pretty much go ahead and just knock those out. But aside from that, yeah, I got a few things I need to do. And for that, hey, all I'm going to say is the Tenkaichi is back, people. Praise and rejoice and all that good stuff. I have returned from the 40 warrior territories, and I want to go back there next year. Possibly under better circumstances, and really enjoy myself for all that it's worth. So with that said, yeah, I'm back, folks, and I'm ready to rock. So yeah, in that case, senpai's blessings to you all. Let's have a great season, and I'll see you next time for more great content. So until then, take care, God bless, and as always, Tenkai Muso.